Today's video is so kindly sponsored by Babbel, the world's leading language learning app. A quick little life update for you. By the time you're watching this video, I will have arrived in Costa Rica with my mom, and in order to make the most out of our travel experience there, I am picking up some basic Spanish using Babbel. University studies have shown that 15 hours of Babbel is equivalent to 1 semester of university Spanish. And you can start speaking a language within 3 weeks of using Babbel. So let's put that to work and see how well I do in Costa Rica. What I love about Babbel is that it uses real-life situations to help you learn. Buenos días, Carlos.
Buenos días. Ya
Buenos
son las 2,
días?
Jorge.
You can even choose your motivation for learning the language. In my case, that is travel. I think it is so gratifying to be able to speak to locals in their local language. It is also a sign of respect as well. And one more really cool thing is that you can also download the lessons. So if you're on the go, traveling without data, or on the airplane, you can still continue to learn without any hassle. If you've been wanting to learn a new language, then I would highly recommend Babbel. The link is in the description down below for you to get started. Thank you so much to Babbel again for sponsoring this video, and now let's get into it. Today I'm going to be reading for the collective for the month of July and Cancer season. If you're watching this video outside of this time, that's totally fine, because there's a reason why you clicked on this video. So stick around and use your intuition to pick the right reading for you, and you might get some messages there. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. I'm going to ring my sing bowl 3 times, and I want you to take 3 deep breaths. You can even hold your breath at the very top before exhaling completely. And this is going to help you quiet your mind and center yourself to better follow your intuition. Now look at the 3 groups before you and really follow your gut feeling with this. Which group are you gravitating towards? Which group feels right? Don't think too hard. Go with your first answer and click on the timestamp down below to see your reading, and I'll see you over there. If you picked Citrine, this reading is meant for you. We're going to start off by understanding your current energy. Let's see what cards come up for Group 1, Citrine. Group 1, Citrine. I think you're in a really good place right now, Citrine. You got the 10 of Cups. This is the most beautiful card you can get out of, well, not out of all the cards, but this is a very beautiful card. The 10 of Cups is all about emotional fulfillment, feeling really satisfied and fulfilled emotionally. So what you see over here is a family out on the yard. They have 2 children. The children are playing, they're really happy, and the parents are looking at the 10 cups above them, and they're just in complete awe. They're like, oh my god, I can't believe we are this lucky. Look at our 10 cups. This is incredible. They're in complete awe. So there is this really strong sense of fulfillment and satisfaction and appreciation. So it's overall a really great card to get, and that tells me you're in a pretty good place right now. Along with that card, you also got the reverse 10 of Wands, and when they're paired together, what I'm inclined to say is that it sounds like you've been doing your due diligence to release burdens and heaviness from your daily reality. You are letting them go in order to really experience the 10 of Cups. And I think that's incredible. That's not always easy, but it sounds like you're in a really good place and you're doing quite well. Now, what do you need to hear, Citrine? Group 1, Citrine, what do you need to hear? Okay, 3 cards came out. You have the Ace of Wands. So what Tarot wants you to know is that it's time to take action. That when you take action, feel that creative spark to take action. You're going to open up a new portal and have experiences that you've never had just yet. So it's time to start taking action. But of course, this action needs to come from inspiration, from passion, and a creative spark. So there is some waiting before you receive that, and that's totally fine because you have the Hangman, and the Hangman is about delayed gratification and wait, patience. It's also the card of meditation because essentially what this man is doing is he's intentionally putting himself in this situation of discomfort. He's literally hung himself upside down, and he did this in order to reach some sort of awakening, let all of the light flood to his head so that he can awaken. As you can see, he has a halo around him. So he has intentionally gotten himself into this uncomfortable situation to expand consciousness, to gain a greater understanding. And sometimes when we do this, it can sort of feel like a sacrifice, like your ego doesn't want to do this, but you know you have to. And it can mean waiting. It can mean delaying the things that you want to have in your life, and just trusting the process, knowing that where you currently are with not much happening is actually teaching you a lot. This is a major arcana card as well, so it's a huge spiritual lesson that we all go through, and the fact that Tarot gave you this card means that this is the perfect time to be learning the spiritual lesson right now. And being in this space of not much happening, your mind is of course going to rebel. It's going to go haywire because the mind doesn't like to do nothing. It runs on doing something. It wants to think. So what you'll notice at the mental level is that there may be a lot of impulsivity, mental impulsivity, just thinking too far ahead, wanting to charge forward, and just constantly thinking about what's going to happen next and what you can do to get there. The Knight of Swords isn't always a bad guy, but he is impulsive. He's, in this image, charging right into a storm, into a battle. And sometimes we need that, but because you got the Hangman, I think for you, this seems to be a test, because the lesson to be learned is the Hangman. So this seems to be the test that comes along with the challenge of fully embracing the Hangman. The lesson to be learned here is that, yes, you have a very powerful mind, and your mind can accomplish a lot, but simply trusting the mind isn't enough. There is so much more to you and your experience than what meets the eye. And for example, the image shows how determined he is. He's so ready to jump right into battle. He's got his sword up, but a storm is coming in, and the horse looks fearful. So you see, the horse represents our instincts, our emotional brain, and the horse knows that this isn't the right thing to do, and it's sort of, it wants to come to a halt. It doesn't want to keep going, but it has no choice because the knight is so determined. The knight really wants to charge forward. So sometimes this card can tell us that there's a disconnect between the mind and instincts. And what you need to remember is, if you ever want to take aligned action, that action has to come from all of you, has to come from a sense of alignment. The instincts, the emotions, and the reasoning have to be in alignment. If one's out of order, you know that you gotta wait until everything comes into order. So yes, there is a portal waiting for you, new actions to take and new paths to explore, but currently you have to wait and be patient with the waiting, and know that in waiting you're getting into alignment, so that the action you do choose to take is the right one, an aligned action that will give you truly what you're looking for. You don't want to take action prematurely. Okay, now let's see if Tarot wants us to know anything else. Seven of Pentacles. So again, there is some waiting. This just reaffirms to us that this is a time for you to be patient, for you to count your crops, observe your crops before it's ready for harvest. You can even contemplate and think to yourself, was all of this worth it? Did I get to where I want to be? And where am I going to go next, considering all that has happened? This is an opportunity for you to contemplate. Now I'm going to pull some cards from Marcel's Oracle. You got the call. Take it how you want to. I think, this is waiting for the call. Waiting until the moment is right. It's really beautiful. I love the image. It's so nice. And one more thing. Let's read from Fortunate and see what poem you get. You got the Star. Replenishing the soul and the senses. Your life looks like a glowing renewal of consciousness. You finally feel in that mesmerizing way where everything is possible, lively, Oh, where everything is beautiful, lively, and possible. Seize this life day by day, star by star, and soon enough, you'll find yourself at your highest bar. So what I'm taking away from this is, as long as you live day to day, star by star, you'll be following synchronicities to arrive at the right place at the right time with the right people. It might not look like a lot, everything you're doing right now, but it's all preparing you to be at the right place, to take the right action, and to surround yourself with the right people. It all works naturally. It doesn't have to come through planning meticulously and strategizing. It happens when you're in alignment, when you can allow everything, all the other puzzle pieces to fall together and cooperate with you. One more thing for group 1. Since you got the Ace of Wands, which is about taking action, and you're currently supposed to wait, what I'm getting is you may feel called to take action once we get into Leo season, because that's sort of the energy of Leo. It's fiery, it's extroverted, so that might be when you want to take action. And for Cancer season, let it replenish you, tap into your emotions, and get into alignment emotionally and instinctually, which I think you are. Your current energies shows that you are quite in alignment and feeling satisfied and fulfilled, and that's a great place to be. Maintain that, and once you get into Leo season or feel that inner spark, you can just charge forward. But yeah, I just wanted to put that in there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope that it was helpful in some ways. Feel free to leave a comment down below. I love to hear from you. If you chose group 2, clear quartz, then this reading is for you. First, I'm going to shuffle the deck, group 2, to figure out your current energy. So from the looks of it, you may be resisting healing. Both of these cards came out in reverse, and both of these cards are about surrendering and healing. I'll start with the Ten of Swords. I think we talk about this card a lot on this channel. It's one of my favorite cards. I know it looks very gruesome, but let me explain why I love this card. Essentially, this card is all about surrendering, of letting go and giving in to the natural order, the natural balance. He has 10 swords in him, and he's completely given up. And this is a very different scenario compared to the 9 of Swords, which is where he was fumbling in his bed at 4 in the morning, racking his brain because there are just so many thoughts and anxiety, and he's so overwhelmed. And to go from the 9 of Swords to this 10 of Swords is like a graduation. Like all of a sudden, you're surrendering your thoughts. You're not taking your thoughts as seriously. You're letting them go finally instead of clinging on to them. You realize that you are not the thinker of your thoughts. You are the observer beyond it all. And you don't have, and that you can exist beyond just thinking. So this card is all about surrendering. And when we really choose to let go, which can sometimes feel like giving up, like in this situation, then we allow a new dawn to come, a new beginning. When we allow a part of ourselves to die, then we create space for new beginnings and rebirths. So this is actually a really beautiful card. I love this card. And where you're currently at is you may be resisting this a little bit. Just a little bit. I feel like it's not a lot. And to help you better understand how to move forward, I'd like to introduce to you the Six of Swords. To better understand this, let's take a look at the Six of Swords. So, the Six of Swords is very similar in its meaning because it's about allowing yourself to be guided. Within the card, you are like this man over here. You are retreating, you're taking this boat to go from choppy waters to calmer shores. And you don't have to be rowing the boat at all in this process. If you can just let go, relax, loosen up, you will be guided there. This man, this invisible force, the universe, and your spirit guides, whatever you want to call them, they're guiding you. You're being guided, and you can trust in that. There really isn't much for you to do in this moment right now. If you can just surrender, release, control, then you can allow yourself to be taken, and ultimately that is healing. That is when you let nature have its way and it starts healing you. Your body starts to release. It's a really beautiful experience if you can just let go. So rather than resisting change, thinking that you know better, think of how you can give in to nature's order, give up, because that's what it feels like. You're giving up the mind, giving up control. When you can do that, you go from choppy waters to calmer shores, which we all love. So that's where you're currently at. Now let's see if Tarot wants you to know anything else. What do we need to hear? You got the Justice card, which is about karma and things coming back into balance. There's a lot of Libra energy. As you can see, there's a scale over here, and she's supposed to be the ultimate universal judge. And when you get this card, you have to trust that whatever happens meant to be. Whatever will be, will be. There's really not much for you to do right now than to let go and let nature have its way to recreate order and reestablish balance. There is a lot that you're not seeing, that's not in your awareness, but things are coming in because they're supposed to. Things are happening because that is your karma. We have a very negative connotation of karma, but essentially when we experience karma, it is a releasing of trauma energy, of all the traumas you've endured in the past. And when you can let things just happen, you are dissolving your past and opening yourself up to a more expansive and free future. So this card is always in your favor. I hear tarot readers sometimes say, oh, if you've done good, then you can trust you're going to get good. If you've done bad, you're going to get bad. But there's really no good or bad, you know? I think that's a very limited way of thinking. There's no good or bad. We're just constantly releasing the past and healing ourselves and expanding, and you can trust in that. Everything is happening as it's supposed to happen. Beautiful. So when you can give in to nature's order and reestablish balance and let justice have its way, you can get into alignment. This is the card of alignment. It's called the Lovers, but its original name was actually the Choice. So it's a lot deeper than just, oh, the soulmate card. It's a very deep card. And it's actually how we come into alignment with the rest of all that is, or the universe. The angel represents the universe and everything that's happening outside of you, the collective unconscious, and the woman, the feminine side of you that is creative, instinctual, and emotional, is connected to the universe. You see, she's looking at the angel. And our job in this connection is to have our masculine side connect to the feminine. And your masculine side is the side of you that is analytical, rational, that likes to reason beyond all else. This is the mind. The mind needs to connect to the body in order to get in alignment with the rest of all that is. This is how we receive. This is nature's order. To be connected to your subconscious allows you to be connected to all of consciousness. So when you can do that, you are tapping into love. You create this union inside you. Now, of course, this can also be reflected externally. So when you get this card and you get really good at doing this, you end up attracting unconditional love and partnership from outside. So maybe an aligned relationship is coming in for you. But don't wait until it shows up outside. Do the work inside first so that you're ready and are able to attract love from outside. Now I'm going to pick a card or two from Marcel's oracle. You got self-image. Take it how you want to. What I'm seeing here is I think you're expanding on how you see yourself and who you really are. Rather than I am who I think I am, you're recognizing that I am that I am. Yeah. Beautiful. One more thing. I'm going to read from Fortunate and pick a nice little poem to conclude all of this for you. You got Temperance. Dip your toes into the water. Getting a taste of what's to come will fuel your passion to tread on. You see two paths, oh so clearly. But the third one, the one in between, reveals itself once you rise to the challenge of finding balance. To create what you desire, mix your options until you find your fire. That's beautiful. So, again, it's about balance, isn't it? Let justice have its course, and it will take you back to reestablishing balance within yourself. There is a third path, the one in between. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed your reading, Group 2. Hope that it was helpful. If it resonated, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear about it. If you chose Group 3, Rose Quartz, this reading is for you. It's so tiny, it's hard to hold. Alright, we're going to first shuffle to start off with your current energies. So you got 2 cards, group 3. I'll start off with the Ace of Pentacles. This is a wonderful card to get. So what I'm receiving for you is that you're currently embodying this archetype. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who is very resourceful. And you can sort of think of her as the leader of a household. She has everything under order. She has enough resources, money, and supplies to take care of all that needs to be taken care of. She's got it all under order. And so it can be the sense of abundance in which you know you can take care of yourself, can sustain yourself, and also others. You can be this nurturing figure to take care of others as well. It's a really beautiful energy. You can see she holds the pentacle close to her heart. It's like philanthropy, like you have all these resources that you can use compassionately to nurture your space, your people, and yourself. Along with this energy, there is the Ace of Pentacles. You actually also got the Ace of Swords, but I was shuffling too hard. And at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands, which is pretty crazy. So I think all of these 3 cards are trying to tell you that there's an opportunity here for you, that you're stepping through a portal right now, and a lot is possible. You can achieve a lot, and okay. And I think all 3 of these cards are trying to tell you that you're currently walking through a portal. See, a little portal. And there are many opportunities waiting for you. They're all being handed to you. And that's awesome. They can first arise as thoughts and ideas, just inspiration of, oh, I want to do this. Oh, I have this very innovative idea that I want to put into a business. It could also just be this, passion that gets you to taking action. It can also be somebody offering you a job, relationship, partnership, or just some sort of offer. It could be all of those things. The long story short, there just seems to be a lot of opportunities right now available for you. And because you're feeling abundant and resourceful and grounded, compassionate as well, this is a really good time to be taking advantage of the opportunities that you see. Now, let's see if Tarot wants you to know anything. What do you need to hear? Group 3, Rose Quartz. Oh wow, fascinating. So this card actually flew out, but I didn't take it the first time, and it came out again along with the other 2 cards. There you go. That's really interesting. Group 2 also got this card. So the Justice card is about reestablishing universal order, nature's order, the way things are supposed to be, even if they are not agreeable for your mind. And so it can be about karma. when you get this card, you sort of have to just trust that whatever happens is supposed to happen. Whatever will be, and what's meant to be will be. You have to trust that and surrender and trust the process. It is always a positive card in my opinion, because even if you're releasing, trauma and these negative experiences from the past, well, in letting them go, as difficult as it may be right now to bring it all back up again, that's going to help you heal. And that's going to help you expand so much. You're going to see things differently. Your perspective will change. And you're going to notice that you are much freer than you thought you were. And letting go of those limitations and pains, you're going to come back to who you really are and regain a sense of freedom again. So this card is always good. Trust the process and that things are coming back into balance and order. And it's all happening for you. It's never happening, against you. If you've been questioning any of your current experiences, know that there's actually a larger agenda behind all of this. That's just beyond your conscious awareness at the moment. Anything else for group 3? Anything else? So you got one more card, the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like what's waiting for you beyond that portal that we saw from the the Ace of Pentacles is this: abundance, security, stability. It can come through having a strong sense of family, knowing that you have this support system around you who can take care of you. It can also come from a very stable romantic relationship or partnership. There is a lot of stability and abundance that's coming in, so get excited for that. Now I'm going to pick a card from Marcel's Oracle. Oh, it came out right away. Very relevant to what we were talking about earlier. You got freedom. And I love the image that comes with this. The bird can come out of the cage, the door is open, but because the bird's gaze is over here, it doesn't even realize it. And that is the case for most of us. We carry so much repressed energy that shows up as limitations. When we give in so much to the mind, we only see things from this perspective without realizing that, hey, there's been a door there the whole time and you're actually free. You just don't realize it. So you've been keeping yourself caged in. So freedom, contemplate on that. Now I'm going to read from Fortunate and pick a poem to help us conclude all of this. You got the Wheel of Fortune. They say what comes around goes around. And you'd think it were that simple, right? Just as easy as one thing comes, another one goes. But with all this color, angels and demons, you must learn the wheel is constantly turning, at times in your favor. You have nothing to lose if you know that it'll all pass. Such is the temporariness of life. I love it. That's exactly what we're talking about, right? With the Justice card. It is what comes around goes around. and you honestly have nothing to lose if you are surrendered to impermanence. I hope this reading was helpful for you. If it resonated, I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. It's always lovely to know about your experiences. But anyways, that is the end of all our readings. And if you would like to get more readings or just general inner work guidance, I am quite active on Patreon and will, I think, get more active from here on. And I would love to have you over there if that resonates with you. If not, I'll see you in the next video, and that would be lovely too. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful week, beautiful day, night, month, whatever. Stay beautiful, stay joyous, and peaceful. And I'll see you next time.